Hello everyone, Rurikhan here coming at you with another video. Welcome back to New World, and today I'm going to be bringing you my gathering guide. Now the purpose of this particular video is not to give you like a killer route for getting mining nodes or a killer route for getting hemp or any other resource, because I've actually seen quite a few of these videos out there on YouTube, which I think is great to give people an idea of good areas to farm and whatnot. But I think one of the more important things to actually get people to do is to figure out your own routes, because sometimes you might look at one of these guide videos and that route might be completely overcrowded. Like say you're looking at a mining video and there's maybe like 10 miners in your server doing that specific mining route. As you can imagine, that's not really going to work out for you, because they're probably going to be consuming all of the resource nodes faster than you yourself are going to be able to get to them, particularly because the videos are out there, the guides are out there. So these people are going to be trying to do the most efficient way of farming their own stuff. So I think one of the important things is to tell you guys a couple of tips as to how you can make your own routes that will hopefully help you out find the specific materials that you want. Because sometimes you might be seeing a video on how to get iron ore, but maybe you need that rarer one, the orichalcum or whatever it's called, right? And it's like, well, yeah, sure, I can get a lot of iron ore here, but what I really need is the rare one, the orichalcum, or maybe you need silver nodes, or maybe you need something different. You know, what are you going to do? You're going to keep searching for YouTube videos until the end of days to figure out where the resource that you want is? No, you want to make your own routes. Now, before we get to that, obviously I have to cover the basics. One of the first things that you need to do, and this should be fairly obvious to anyone who gets started with the game, is you need to equip your gathering tools. Now, early on in the game, you're going to be, the game actually gives you a tutorial on your very first location that you go to that, you know, provides you with a set of flint tools. Either you'll craft some or you get them as rewards and whatnot. Now, the important thing is that your gathering tools are going to level up. And as a matter of fact, mine are a little bit dated for my level, because I'm level 37 and I'm still running around with steel tools at this point. I really should have star metal tools. At least I think I should have them. But, you know, crafting actually tends to lag a little bit behind. Now, depending on whether you want to craft your own tools or you want to buy them, I mean, your tools are going to be crafted over here at the workshop. So you go to the workshop and you will see that under engineering, which is the little cog symbol, that is going to have your tools. You can see survival tools here. You got the flint version, the iron version, the steel version, and as you level up your skill, you're going to be able to get even more. So eventually, if we scroll back down here, we're going to be seeing the star metal tools at 100. As you can see, my engineering is at 67 because I've been crafting my own tools. I find it fun to do it that way, but you don't have to do it the same way that I do. So if you want to craft it yourself, you're going to need to level this up. And in case you're wondering what's one of the best ways of leveling up your engineering in order to craft the most efficient tools for yourself, you might want to come over here and sort things by XP. So this tells you how much gain you are going to get in order to level up your profession. I guess with this video, you also get a little bit of a tip as to what things you can be crafting to get the most profession gains. Naturally, you should be paying attention to like, okay, how much of an item can I make? Is it worth to make that item? Or should I make an item that maybe gives me more experience? That's going to be something that you're going to have to figure out. It's going to be different from you know, profession to profession. But basically, if you want to craft your own tools, you want to be leveling your engineering, and you can sort stuff through XP so that you can see which would be the more valuable things that you can craft. As you can see right here, if I was to just craft Agewood fishing poles, this would give me 540, which, you know, is a pretty decent gain, and it doesn't really use that many materials. So, you know, just keep those things in mind. Also, keep in mind that sometimes you'll be able to swap the materials that show up in here. So like, say, for instance, in this case, we don't have that much sateen, but we do have cloth. So we can still get the 540 gains. Maybe we're making a less quality item, but it doesn't matter because you're doing it for the gains. You're not really doing it for yourself. Then if you're doing one for yourself, then you might want to use the sateen because that will increase your potential gear score. But that's just a very basic notion as to how to level up your engineering in order to get you to craft your own tools. On the other hand, if you're someone who wants to be more practical, like, look, dude, I don't want to level engineering. I don't give a crap. You can come over here to the trading outpost. Usually, most people seem to be using the trading posts in the starter towns, so this one might not really have the tools that we want, but you just look for like, okay, give me a mining pick. And you can see you got the iron, the star metal, and you might be able to get yourself like, hey, here we go, star metal pickaxe. This is going to cost you 500 bones, and you can just get that. Looks like I actually can't use this yet for some reason, but Either way, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, I can use it. Star metal picking axe. There you go. So this is what set me down like 1,000 bones if I would want to get that. But, you know, like I said, I'm going to be trying to craft my own. But basically, you can look for different mining tools. Like I said, usually these starter towns are better. So you might want to go to like First Light or... what is this again? This is Windsward or Everfall or Monarch's Bluffs. You want to get one of these starter 4 zones. Because there you'll probably get better prices on these things, but the trading post is where you can also get your tools. Well, let's talk about the actual gathering, shall we? Now, if you open up your map, the game itself is going to tell you kind of where you can find some of the resources that you may be looking for. So if you go to resource locations, it is going to tell you, okay, this is an impassable area. That usually means like a mountain of some kind. As you can see, the mountains are represented by this color. If you are in the forest, which you can see has got a bit of like a foresty pattern, which is what we have here. If you zoom in, you'll notice that this pattern is going to match here. And in here, you're going to be able to find greenwood, fibers, and Isop. If you go to the grasslands, which looks like we don't actually have any in this particular, oh, here we go. Here's some grasslands right here. As you can see, there's a pattern there. And in here, you'll be able to find like fibers and hyssop and whatnot. And then there's the highlands, which you'll be able to find silver ores, iron ores, and stones, which would be this thing over here. If you go into a march, you guys get the idea, right? This tells you where you can find certain resources in the game, and this is a solution for someone that does not want to go outside the game. It is not a very efficient solution, but it is something that if you're the type of person that just wants to stay immersed in the game and you don't want to leave, you know how to get your gathering tools. You now know where some of the resources are. You can go and you can start looking for them. Go ahead and have fun. But obviously, if you want to optimize things and you want to create your own routes, you're going to have to go outside the game because the game doesn't actually give you the tools. I actually wish that the game would give you tools to like place down specific markers and whatnot on the map, which the game lets you put down one marker, but that's about it, right? You can't place down anymore. So like then you have to remove this one if you want to place it somewhere else. I would really like a feature almost like Zelda Breath of the Wild that would let me put several markers on the map so that I could decide where, oh, I saw this specific resource in this area, and that would really help out for the people that don't want to go outside the game. But naturally, if you're in this video, you want to optimize yourself as much as you can. So let's go ahead and step outside the game for a second. And as you can see, there is a website called mapgenie.io/newworld. I'm going to be putting the link in the description so you don't have to memorize it or anything. Don't worry about it. Just go to the description. You want to check out this website for yourself. Now, I'm not sure how complete this particular map is because this website has maps for multiple games. But so far, I've pretty much been able to find all of the resources that I want and been able to do all of the things that I want. So if you go over here to Eternum, right, you click and you see, oh my God, there's so many different things. Jesus Christ. Oh man. So let me ask you, what is it exactly that you're looking for? And two of the most sought after things usually early in the game are going to be iron, which you can just do like this and boom. This will populate you with all of the iron. You'll see that there's a couple of trees here. This is for the ironwood trees in case you're looking for that specific thing. Now you guys are looking and it's like, oh, that's a lot of concentration. Yeah, because we're really zoomed out. So we're going to zoom into the map here just a smidge. And we start looking at different locations and whatnot, right? So you can see that if you're in Windsward, there really is only one reasonable location for you to grind. So instead of you looking for a video that tells you, like imagine that you're in Windsward right now, right? And someone has a video up where, and I'm sure that somebody has, I'm not calling anybody out, please don't take it that way. Like I said, I appreciate those videos, think they're awesome, but for people that want to make their own route. So imagine there's a video out there that someone has a route in Monarch's Bluffs, right? Because you can clearly see there's a ton of iron here, right? And someone tells you, okay, so you go through here and then you do this particular route and you go around here and you pick up all of these nodes, right? But you're in Windsward. It's like, do you really want to go and travel all the way to Monarch's Bluffs, and then you get here, and then once you get here, there might be like 5, 6, 7, 20 people trying to do this mining route, and the whole place is saturated because there's videos talking about it. If you're in Windsward, you're much better off just like, hey, let me just go over here. There seem to be a couple of nodes here, and you'll scout out this area. So you get out of town, you'll start exploring here, see where the nodes are actually spawning because these locations are not like 100% precise, as you can imagine, but just like see where these locations are spawning, see if it is viable for you to just like do a couple of rotations, just run around the area for a little bit. You might also find other resources along the way. So my suggestion, if you would be like doing Windsward, would actually be just come over here and try this. But this is also extremely close to town, so maybe you want to move a little bit further down here and maybe check out this area. This could be interesting. The problem is that there's a lot of mountains, so I don't know how the navigation on this zone is going to be, because sometimes it might not be worth it for you to come over here and, you know, actually start navigating this, because it might be tricky. But the idea is see where the things are in this map and actually figure out a route for yourself. That's the way that I always do things. To give you guys an idea, earlier today, I was around First Light. I came to First Light because I wanted to sell some potions and whatnot. Like I said, the starter city is some of the best places to actually do trading and commerce and all of that type of stuff, right? And while I was there, I knew that near Cutlass Keys, there's not a lot of hemp. I was like, is there hemp near First Light? Because I needed hemp. And I was like, oh, convenient. There's actually quite a lot of hemp around here. So basically what I did was I just stepped outside of First Light and started doing this. And I just started running around and picked up tons and tons and tons of hemp. I got all the hemp that I could possibly want. By the way, don't come here. This is my zone. If you're in my server, don't you dare come collect hemp near First Light, because this is my zone now. I claimed it, so stay the hell away from it. And there's no way I'm telling you where I'm getting my iron. I'm telling you that right now. So, but you guys get the idea, right? So say, for instance, you're not near First Light, right? You're actually in Windsward, which is the kind of like the base point that we talked about. Windsward is actually one of the best places to get you know, hemp. Like, look at this. Look at this concentration right here. Boom. Come over here. Check this out. See if this can, like, keep you occupied. If it's not here, okay, then come over here. Look at how many there are here. I'm sure that you can do a route like just do this and this and this, and then by the time you get back here, it'll be back. And boom, there's a route right there for you to go get hemp. And like this, you can get literally anything. Like, let's say, oh, I want Aurical. I actually don't even know how to type that. Is it? Just type Orichalcum veins. I need Orichalcum veins. There you go. Here's all the locations for Orichalcum veins. As you can see, one of the smart ideas would probably be go over to Ebon Scale Reach. Orichalcum is like an end game resource, and just try to mine around here. I don't know what this zone looks like. I haven't been here. Maybe it's not efficient at all. But hey, if it's not here, then come over here to Ebon Scale Reach. There's 3 nodes right here. There's another node right here. There's a nice little zone of nodes right here. So just come to the map and look for literally anything that you want. Like, you want the fruit, maybe you want like some strawberries, because I was looking for strawberries the other day because I need them for a recipe. This thing will show you literally everything. Where's the strawberries? Wait, can we not get strawberries? Okay, here we go. Strawberry plants right here near Windsward. Broops. Easy money. Although there's not that many strawberries out in the world. That kind of sucks. What's a world without strawberries? Seriously. But yeah, this particular website also has a couple of other interesting things. Like you guys can see here, you have the maps for the different dungeons. Like here's the first dungeon. It has all of these things like where's the loot, where are all the things. So if you're curious about these dungeons, you can get that as well. And if you're someone who is collecting all of that lore stuff, there's also a list for all of the lore things and where you can go and find them. There's a lot of information in this website that you might want to check out, whether it's gathering or otherwise. But anyways, hopefully this helps you out, get whatever resources you happen to be looking for, and, you know, maybe even get yourself some upgraded tools, because I've heard that some people haven't even been upgrading their tools. Like, seriously, upgrade your tools. If you are doing any kind of gathering, you need to keep up with your tools, upgrade them as much as possible. And I know that I'm saying that as someone that hasn't even got star metal on his character, but upgrade your tools and get to gathering and have a good time. That's basically it for now. Only level 37. Once I start getting further high up in the game, I might be doing an update to this if I find it necessary. But for now, the super basic, the information is out there. Enjoy. Thank you all very much for watching this video. If it helped you out in any way, hit the like button. Helps out a lot. If you usually enjoy my content, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all of that jazz. I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep your shields up, Iron Breakers. Stay strong. Stay safe. Peace out.